Hello, everyone. We're going to go ahead and do another update here for the New Japan Cup Pick'em contest. Uh, I have my friend Misaki here, who's going to go ahead and help us break some of this down. Hello, Misaki.
Hello.
So, as we go through this, we're just going to go ahead and bounce stuff back and forth, but we want to make sure that we touch on a few things. We want to go over some of the stats. And then for the people who are the Patreon supporters, once again, thank you very much for supporting. Because of you, we can ship out prizes and things like that. So after we go through all the stats, I'm just going to go through the people who have been Patreon supporters. I'm just going to talk about specifically where you're at in the standings and talk about what you need to do to you know, keep going and possibly win this thing. So right now, let's just go through round one. So let's do this. Generally, Misaki, what did you think of round one from what you saw?
Round one, so much better than last year, I guess. This year it's so much bigger competition, and the goal to the MSG show is, a big excitement. I think all the wrestlers are really upping their games. It's an intense competition, even from round one.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's a lot more important this year, and so I'm definitely enjoying that in that regard. So going through these matches, the first one was Yuji Nagata versus Tomohiro Ishii. That was the first one we had on our ballots, and 95% of the people thought that Ishii was winning that, and he did, and that was an excellent match. Let's see, the next one, we had Hanma versus Taichi. 93.2% thought Taichi was winning that, so most people had that one correct as well. Then we had Nakanishi versus Yoshihashi. 85% thought Yoshihashi was winning, and he did. So, you know, that was to be expected. And then we get to the upset. And this was Juice Robinson versus Chase Owens. 91.5% of ballots thought that Juice Robinson was winning this. So only 8% or so thought Chase Owens was going to win this one. So that was a pretty big upset. Uh, Thoughts on Chase Owens winning this?
I'm not surprised. I was kind of expecting that. There's always one or two upsets every year in New Japan Cup.
Yeah, and this is probably setting up a U.S. title match, I would imagine, in the future. Possibly at MSG. Do you think it gets to be there?
Yeah, I think I can see that coming.
Yeah, that seems likely. I mean, I assume they're gonna. It's gonna be, it's in the United States, MSG. They're gonna put that U.S. title somewhere on that show.
Definitely.
So yeah, so that makes the most sense for that spot. It would be a good little match there, and I'm happy that Chase Owens is getting getting somewhat of a push and some recognition, just because you know, he's just been the jobber for so long.
Hmm.
And I'll say this: it's like the crowd reacts to that package pile driver. I mean, he's done a good job of getting that over as a devastating move in a sense. So,
Yeah.
all right, next one was Okada and Elgin, and 95% had Okada winning that one, so that's not a big surprise. And they generally have decent matches; they always have. Um, Mikey Nichols and Hikuleo. I'll be honest, I really didn't know much about Mikey Nichols. I mean, I know he was in the tag team with what's it called?
Shane Thorne,
Yeah, with Shane Thorne. I forget their tag team name. What is it? Uh, the might
TMDK,
Yeah,
the
Team
Mighty
DK.
Don't Know.
Mighty Don't Kneel. Yeah, so
But they called
um
something different in NXT, I don't know.
yeah, I don't remember either. I but this was okay. Hikuleo. But we had 66% thought Mikey Nichols was winning that. So that's and he's got Okada next. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then we'll just wrap this up here. Then we had Will Ospreay, Bad Luck Fale. Most people had Ospreay winning that 76%, and he did. Um, he's got Lance Archer next. Then we had Lance Archer and Toa Hanare because once again Toa Hanare lost that one. Lance Archer. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Shota Umino. 96% had Hiroshi Tanahashi winning that one. So 4% thought that they might pull a big upset and let Umino win. Did you ever think that that was going to happen?
I didn't think it was going to happen, but the match was so much better than I expected. It was so dramatic.
It was really fun.
It was.
Yeah, it was very simple too. Like it wasn't crazy. It was definitely a young lion match in the sense that it was based on the fundamentals, but man, it was good. It was a lot of
Great
fun.
full dramas of all the basic moves and the facial expressions. So I like that match.
Yes, I did as well. Then we have Tenzan versus Taguchi, and and Taguchi pulled out his upset here. So we had Tenzan out in the first round, Taguchi moving on, replacing David Finlay, which I
Mhm.
think I'm okay with that. That's an okay upgrade for me.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, and then we have Kota Ibushi, Tetsuya Naito. Uh, these two are always really good, so this was not really a surprise that this was another great match. And Kota Ibushi is moving on, and this is probably set. I don't know. Do you think this is setting up a intercontinental title match at some point too?
It might, yes,
Yeah, I don't. I doubt they're gonna do that at MSG. That seems like something they would save for Japan.
definitely. And it might happen sometime in May in one of the big shows in Dontaku or somewhere.
Yeah, Dantaku for sure. I
Yeah.
don't think they'll hold it off until Dominion, so it'll probably be in May. I think you're right.
Hmm.
Um, and then we have Evil and Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. taking the win here. I know you're a little biased on this one as a
Yes, I am.
as
I'm glad that my fave got his revenge from the Hokkaido show in January. So yeah, that was a good one.
yeah, it definitely was. It was, and I think that this one kind of tipped what was going to happen later on because Evil was knocked out, Naito was knocked out. I didn't think they were going to knock out all of Lij.
No,
So
no.
so we'll talk about that when we get that. And then we had Togi Makabe and Colt Cabana, and and we're getting we'll talk about that in a little bit, but we're getting something pretty pretty hilarious with this one. So, but Colt Cabana had the win, and that shocked me. I didn't think they were going to put Colt Cabana through, especially over
Okay.
Togi Makabe.
Hmm.
And then Toriano, David Boy Smith, 77% had Toriano winning that one. So
Hooray.
so most people expected that,
Right.
which with Yano and these New Japan Cup, this tends to happen. And then the last two in this round, we had Kojima versus Minoru Suzuki, and 96.5% had Suzuki winning this one.
Right.
And then Sonata and Hiroki Goto, 70% had Sonata winning this. So
Hmm.
definitely, definitely, I don't think Goto is, especially in the West. I feel Goto really isn't uh, seen very highly.
But he is consistent. He's a very solid wrestler. He does high quality matches all the time. I don't really see a reason why he isn't regarded so highly in the West.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's maybe partly just the way he's presented because he's always the guy that never wins the big one. So
True.
maybe it's just that he's lost too many times. But at the same time, uh, that the at the way they were presenting him going into this, I thought that he was going to go a little bit further than one round.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so now we're going to go into the second round matches here. So the first one here, and the way we did this, everyone submitted their ballots beforehand. So um, for this round, there's four options, and obviously two of them are already knocked out for each match because they had four people that could have taken the spot in the bracket.
Mhm.
So for this one, uh, Tomohiro Ishii, it's going to be Tomohiro Ishii versus Taichi. 76.5% have Ishii winning this match. 21.4% have Taichi, and then the rest would either be Yuji Nagata or Honma, which wasn't too much.
Right.
So I don't know. I think could we see Ishii winning this one, or do you think Taichi's going to pull an upset?
Um, I'm not really sure, but I would like to see Ishii win and go forward in the
Yeah,
tournament.
yeah, I think so as well. But they definitely, but this one, I think they'll probably do that. But I think it can go a couple different ways. Now, the next one is interesting because it's between Chase Owens and Yoshihashi. The the favorite is Juice Robinson with 83.3%.
Yes.
So between that, so the second though is Yoshihashi with 10% and Chase Owens with 4.5.
Right.
So the favorite is Yoshihashi, and I don't know. I could see them maybe giving Chase Owens another win here.
I can see that too. I mean, if they're gonna give him a push towards the US title, then they might let him win another match.
Yeah,
I
I mean
I
it doesn't.
don't really see Yoshihashi going anywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't
Even.
hurt Yoshihashi to lose here. I mean he's not doing anything at the moment, so that probably would be a smart move. All right. Next we have it's going to be Okada versus Mikey Nichols. All right. Out of 1,568 people that submitted ballots, I
Hmm.
had 12 people who think Mikey Nichols is winning this. So,
Interesting.
yes. So,
Yeah.
Okada is the clear favorite in this. 94.6% have him.
Hmm.
So it's not a surprise there. Then we have Will Ospreay versus Lance Archer.
Yep.
76% have Will Ospreay winning. 21% thought Bad Luck Fale was getting through here, and then it's just just the teens for Toa Hanare or Lance Archer. So
Right.
I don't think that's going to be a shocker. I think Will Ospreay's winning that one.
Hmm. Although I would like to see, I mean, I wanted Davey Boy Smith Jr. to win against Yano. I want to see KES doing much better this year. I mean, they
Hmm.
were entered for the G1 Climax last year, so you know.
Yeah, I don't. Do you think that the Killer Elite Squad's going to actually get any singles runs at all this year, or are they just going to have them in this tournament and that'll be it?
A very slim chance that they'll get a big push towards the singles run. Mm, but yeah, I'd like to see them, either one of them win at least another match during the New Japan Cup.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind having Davey Boy Smith in the G1 instead of Tamatanga.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that they were doing some angle with him last year, but it would. I
Mhm.
feel that we'd get a lot better matches with Davey Boy Smith or Lance Archer. Really, they're both fine.
I think he has so much potential in singles matches that we haven't really got the chance to see yet in New Japan. So it would be nice if we get to see that side of him, the technical aspect.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, next one we have is Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Taguchi, Ryusuke Taguchi. Well, so 93% have Tanahashi winning this, and then it would be like 3% have Taguchi. But I don't know. Am I crazy for thinking that Taguchi might have a slim chance here?
I doubt it. I mean, you know,
It's Taguchi.
remembering how the match Tanahashi versus Kushida went at the end of January, I doubt that at this point they'll let Taguchi win against Tanahashi.
Yeah, and you know what? If the plan is to have Kotobushi go forward at
Mhm.
least a little bit more, they're probably going to want to have him get that win back over Tanahashi going on there.
Yeah.
So that would make sense. And speaking of which, that's the next one. We have Kota Ibushi versus Zack Sabre Jr.,
Hmm.
which I've really enjoyed every single one of their matches.
Yeah.
Like really, really enjoyed it. So I'm really excited for that one. And I think Kota Ibushi's winning that one, and most people have that because he's at 70% for
Yes.
Kota Ibushi.
I think for this one, my heart and my rational thoughts are going separate ways. Yeah. So.
You don't have to say it out loud. How about that?
Mhm.
I know what you're thinking. We'll just go with that. All right, and then we have okay. probably the match of the tournament, the the sequel to the match that we saw live. We have
Yes.
Colt Cabana versus Toru Yano.
Yep. I think
Should,
the last singles match was in October 2017, right?
was that? Yeah, it was. Yeah, October 2017. You're right. We saw that in Chicago, and that was fun.
That was
Uh,
fun.
I, I will not be opposed to seeing that again. Do we? And clearly this is the match to decide the tournament because it's one of these two. They're just going all the way. Because
Yeah.
can you imagine if Madison Square Garden the main event was Jay White versus Toru Yano or Colt Cabana?
That
Like
would be interesting in a totally different way, I guess.
New
Would be
Japan's like
interesting. Uh,
if New Japan's like fuck you guys, we already got your money. You already sold out.
uh,
Oh, hopefully I'll do that. All right, last one. Then we have is Satoshi. No, not Satoshi. We have Minoru Suzuki versus Sonata.
mm,
Okay, so Suzuki would be the favorite in this one. No, actually, you know what? Hey, I'm looking. Let me look at it. So right now, this isn't okay. This is close. 43.5% have Sonata,
mm,
and 43.1% have Suzuki.
right.
So that one's, and you know what? I
Close.
don't. That's really close, and I really think they can go either way with that one too. Hmm.
Mm,
All right. Yeah. So that's interesting. All right. So then the next thing we're just going to go ahead and do here is pull up. Hang on one second. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the people who submitted and have been Patreon supporters. We're going to look at where they're at right now. And of the people who are Patreon supporters right now, one of them is actually in second place right now. And so that would be Joni P 1983 is his internet handle. And but one other thing I want to point out, there's a guy named Yorstex, Yorstex. Out of Misaki, let me ask you this: we have 1,569 or 68 submissions.
yeah.
Of all of those, how many do you think we have? How many do you think still have perfect ballots?
Um, 8.
I, we
I
have
don't know.
we have one. It is one,
Um,
and this one guy. Everyone else has gotten at least one thing wrong. So
where?
so that's it. I thought that was kind of an interesting that it pretty much ended that quick, but we still have one holding on. All right, then the next person for our Patreons is Rekit Tarlo. He is number 153 right now, and he's he's actually done pretty well. He's got 2 perfect days and 1 day where he had, or 2 days where he had one missing each. Then we had Lineman 72T. He has 2 perfect days. And then we have a few more that we got to go through real quick. But as we're doing this, okay, Nikki Nomad right now is another one. He had 3 days where he was missing one and one perfect day.
Mm-hmm.
And
Impressive.
yeah, so far the people who've been giving money have been doing okay
Yep.
for now. Pretty soon, as I'm moving my way down, though, we're probably gonna find some who are not doing well. And then we can make fun of them. Let's see here. Okay. Yasman. He's currently only got 2 on the first day, 2 on the second day, 3 on the third day, and then the last one he got a perfect 4. So he's actually not doing too well at all. And then Undead 115, he also did 2323. And Hellwing X is the last one. And this guy's got 3322. So there's a lot of ties right now,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't too surprising this early on. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I forgot one. And then XHLY YDNIR. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but this is another. So this guy actually supported the Patreon before, but I missed him, so I never got him any of the stuff before. But
Right.
he was very cool about it. But so thanks to that guy. He's got missing 2. He got 2, 3, 3, 2. So he's got 10 points total. Let me see who's doing the worst right now, like of overall. I'm gonna shame that person.
That's
Grip Getter, who for some reason thought that there was gonna actually be a draw in 2 of these in 2 of these matches on this tournament.
That's not
And
a mistake.
hmm,
Nobody ever really predicts that there will be a draw in New Japan Cup.
I know. Well, this guy apparently thought there was going to be a draw. He thought there was going to be 2 draws. He thought that of all of them, he thought that we were going to see a draw between Shota Umino and Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Oh, I like that. I would
Yeah,
love to see that.
it would have been fun, but I don't think they're going to protect him that much. So
Uh,
he's as of right now he has 3 points total. So he's got 3 matches correct. So he's doing the worst.
well, he took all the brave guesses, and I like those. So
Yes,
that is good.
he tried.
He tried.
I appreciate the effort for sure. So that's where we're at now. We're gonna do another one of these updates, probably at the latest it'll be at the next round, which would be I think when is the next round? It's in the next week, so it's the 20th I think. So I might do another one in the middle of the week, but thank you for coming by, Misaki. Appreciate it. And we'll catch everybody later. Bye bye.